You're going to be quiet now. This is good stuff. People want to hear this, you know. So hi, welcome. Scott C. Campbell here with one of the daily vlogs. First of all, before we get into the vlog, I kind of want to. It's going to be very short, these vlogs, and I want to give you some feel. I try to do the daily vlogs in a bit more like follow me about and getting into my day. It was a lot more difficult than anticipated. One, a lot of my clients didn't want to be videoed, you know, and obviously it wasn't right to include some of the conversations I was having with a lot of my clients, particularly obviously for their personal confidentiality and what was going on, and obviously their competitors will be watching the video, so there's a bit like that. So there's that issue, and then the editing is quite a severe issue as well, and I didn't want to use Facebook Live just to do them. Those, you know, that's a different video for a different conversation at a different time, but some of you would know, that watching this would know that my thoughts around Facebook Live and where it's not being used correctly and where it should be used correctly, but that's a different video another time. So really wanted to make these kind of more valuable, these vlogs, so a little bit of just about what's going on today, but not a full on, you know, and stuff like that, and try and cut out some of the fancy stuff to make it quicker so I can do it and get it out there and give it some value. So I really want to add in the sort of success mindset part of it, which I do a lot of nowadays, and then also include a marketing tip or answer marketing questions, so that it really is a marketing mentor's vlog and gives you some value rather than just watching me do what I do today, because that's a bit weird. So let's start with the success stuff, mindset stuff, and I want a quick plug for Erkan Ali's Be Inspired course, big collaboration. Those that you know me that know I'm big collaboration, big part of my heart, and Erkan Ali, one of the co-founders, does the Be Inspired course. He's got new dates for that, so there's a plug for you, Erkan. I'll look out for my commission in the post. But it's a great course. I've been on it. It's if you want to discover your genius, highly recommend. And anyway, so the success course. So my new product, the 1 month financial goal journal and e-course, and the success quote. I'm going to quote this from the which is really a couple of pages in, because it was really kind of. This quote was a big part of the reason of why I produced this product for people, to be a helpful and powerful morning and evening routine. I'm not going to go into a plug for this, that's on my website, and there's another video, but the quote that really started it all off is something, but success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And it's a Jim Rohn quote, and I just think it's so powerful, and it was really a driver for me about actually why is this thing being a success and why has that been a success. And there's a little bit actually I have put in I've implemented, and I always say I'm not a coach, I'm an implementer. It's about implementing stuff and getting stuff done, and it's about putting in little actions and disciplines every single day. No, they're not going to pay off in 2 days or 3 days, but over a series of time. And I'm not sure, I've heard a few different things, and the coach that they will be able to correct me I'm wrong on this, or put it in the comments, but around if you do something 30 days in a row, it becomes a habit, whether or not that's 7 days. I've seen some things that say 7 days, 21 days, 30 days. For me it's a 30-day one, because then I can really judge about am I starting seeing something from it or some results from it. And it depends on what it is as well. It's like doing YouTube videos, you know, not expecting to do that, you know, to be getting results in 30 days. It's going to take a lot longer. So, but getting the habit of doing them, I suppose, is once you do them for 30 days running, then they become kind of, oh, I haven't done one today. So so anyway, that was really kind of the success mindset, about getting into that mindset about any sort of, you know, simple, and just the simple they are, the more likely to do them, and then I go from there. So that's cool. So that's it. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about what I've been doing, and the vlog was what's happening with the blog, and so here's a bit of vlog stuff that I'm going to include in each one. Hey, so hi, so been out already today, been networking event first thing this morning, the BOX in Bishop Stortford. It was a great group. If you're connected with me on Facebook, Twitter and watching this, or YouTube, commenting on that, if you're near Bishop Stortford and you want try a networking group, then it's a great group to belong to. And with all these groups, it doesn't matter whether it's BRX, 4M, BNI. What matters is the people that are actually in that group, I think, and that's where networking is really powerful. It's the people that are in the group, and your circle of influence within that group, and that for me is a great group. So yeah, they do have a lockout, which is a bit annoying because I'm a big fan of the lockout groups, but it's fine. And yeah, so if that's something interested in, then just connect with me and send me a message or whatever. But come home to 2 deliveries, which is really cool. It'd be great when you come home from where you've got like deliveries, when your business card get delivered and stuff like that, and which is pretty cool. So we've had the, and luckily I got the being sent to the home rather than sent to the office, which is so bad, because then I'm not going to be able to get back to the office today, with things to do. So so I wouldn't have seen it, which is pretty cool. But we've had the first one actually. So the product I launched last week, the first one, the 1 month financial goals journal and e-course, and the first customers one has come through that we're going to be sending out. There's a separate video on my website about what it is. I'm not going to do a plug for that now, but very powerful stuff. And the other delivery is the furniture. The garden furniture has arrived. We've got the garden furniture has arrived, which is in a box and instructions. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to come already pre-done, but that's it's a little bit annoying, but that's fine. But we're going to spend some time now with the families. There were 2 long days actually, and last night I was back here about 10 o'clock. Yesterday, the day before, about 11 o'clock, 5 to 11 I was home. So we're going to spend some quality time in typical British weather actually. It's already rained. Hello. Yes, I'm going to spend some time with you in a second. In typical British weather, it's been raining already today. Today we've got the new garden furniture being delivered. This is the area you'll see in a minute. We'll come from it that we spend a lot of time. We've got a lovely garden actually, but we spend a lot of time just in this corner over there. So we thought we'd update the furniture for that section, and the marketing tip I'll do in a second. I'll do from there, so it'll be the last time you'll see that furniture in a video. Hopefully, obviously providing I can build it correctly. Yeah, so let's get on with that marketing tip. Hey, so welcome to the marketing tip section. We have someone who's going to get in on the marketing tip section. Cool. So, hello, is that a flower for me? Oh, thank you. So, let's do the marketing tips now. I've been around a lot of people this week. Been a couple of days, but I've been around a lot of people this week. That I'd say that they come from a very heart-centered place, and the people that want to type of help and stuff like that and want to work for is definitely from a heart. And you know, we've mentioned before about big collaboration, but a big part of it is definitely a heart conversation, not a head conversation, which is why I'm so aligned with that. And a major part of my life is that. But it's one to about which it's come up more this week. I've noticed it a lot, and in particular a couple of people that I met that do really powerful stuff earlier in the week. They do really powerful stuff and can make a real difference, to the world. And yeah, as you know me, all about me helping people is just the company is affecting people's lives. The website's affecting people's lives.com, because it's about if I can help people that help other people, and that really does suit me. Oh, you've got to be quiet. You're going to be in the video. So one of the things that earlier in the week, these couple of people met, there's sort of kind of the question about, so what is it you do, and that was the initial question, obviously, and it really found it hard to explain. And actually starting off with, oh well, it's a bit hard to explain what I do, but you need to be able to explain what you do in a very short space of time, however wacky, however wild it is. And even if you're in something where you can easily title yourself like an accountant, financial advisor, a mortgage advisor, anything like that, a marketing consultant, even if you're in something at that role, thank you. Even if you're in something in that role, you still want to stand out, you know, because you can't say I'm just an accountant. You want to say something that makes you stand out, and makes people go, oh, that's interesting, you know, and do the conversation. Rather than just saying, well, I'm sort of an accountant but not accountant, and this because of blah blah blah. I'm sort of a mortgage advisor but not mortgage advisor because and it really is important that you kind of know exactly from a marketing point of view, because as soon as you know, and you've got 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you can say exactly what it is you do, how you do it, and what you do as a result, and what result you produce for people. And that's something you should basically majorly concentrate on. Is if you can't figure out sort of like, oh, I'm just an accountant, I'm just a financial, I'm just a marketing consultant, think about what result it is that you produce for your clients. But you've got to be able to say what it is you do in that very short space of time, that 10 seconds. When someone says, what do you do? You've got to be able to tell people. And it's something, if you hear yourself ever saying, well, it's a bit difficult to, well, what is it I actually do, or I wear a few hats actually, you know, if you ever hear yourself saying any of them sort of things when someone asks you what you do, then you really need to take some time and get a whiteboard out, a bit of paper out, maybe talk to some of your, send an email out if you've got existing clients, or group of, if you go to a networking event and you've got a group of influence people connected, say, you know, ask them what is it they think that you do that's different from anyone else in your field, and because however unique you think you are, you're not. There's always going to be someone else that does that thing. So just but there will be something unique about you that you can identify within your region. So just ask people, but it's something you've really got to get nailed down straight away. When people because once you know that, it's easier to market you and what content you put out, to lead you what type of content you put out, because it'll all be in line with what you do. And if what you do is I'm just a bump, or I'm not too sure, it's hard to explain, or I wear a few hats, you need to get that sorted, and you really need to have that down to where you can tell someone in 10-15 seconds exactly what it is that you do.